In 2016, the Utrecht Young Academy was created. The Utrecht Young Academy is an independent organization within Utrecht University. It's a diverse group of engaged scholars who come together to shape the debate about education and policy questions. There are three main areas of focus of the Utrecht Young Academy, and these are academia, policy, and society. The 24 members of the first generation of the Utrecht Young Academy are about to leave. But what is it that they did in these 5 years? Let's give a look at their projects and some of the hindsights.
The Utrecht Young Academy works very hard on the connection between academia and society. One example is a film that we made with the Utrecht municipality. So in Utrecht, many different groups live, but they live separated lives. And we know from research that when groups live separated lives, they might develop negative attitudes towards each other. So what we did, we created a film together. And during the making of this film, we monitored people's attitudes towards their own group and other groups. And we found out that these attitudes became more positive in the process. What makes Utrecht Young Academy so special is that they can kickstart projects by giving people a small starting grant, and that gets everything rolling. That was very important for me in this project.
If you ask children to draw what a scientist does or looks like, they're probably going to draw something that looks a little bit like this. Quite a stereotype. With the outreach program Waar of Niet Waar, we wanted to diversify this view of how children look at scientists and academia, by having them experience for a day what a scientist actually does. That it's important to be both curious and critical, and the fun of carrying out an experiment to understand the world around you. Already since 4 years we have been arriving at Utrecht primary schools with our famous yellow briefcase and always a new tantalizing proposition. For instance, are sugars always sweet? True or false? Since its start, already 2,000 children have participated in Waar of Niet Waar, hopefully creating a new generation of children with a more diverse view of science and academia.
When it comes to academia, the most exciting thing about Utrecht Young Academy is that it provides a free space for the exchange of surprising and new ideas. So, for example, over a glass of wine, you can have a conversation, like I did, with a geologist about the topics of time and memory, and out of that comes a 4-year collaboration in research and teaching about this topic. Now, what would happen if you scale that up to the next level?
And that's why we came up with the Center for Unusual Collaborations, with 3 other young academies from Eindhoven, Wageningen and UMC. It's a wonderful endeavor because it's like an octopus. That's our logo, with different disciplines, different tentacles coming together in one head. And we refer to tentare, the Latin word tentare, to feel, to try out, without a goal beforehand, but hopefully achieving breakthrough in solving complex societal issues.
Utrecht Young Academy unequivocally maintains that our university should take a leading role in understanding climate crisis, in informing society, and in imagining and building post-carbon futures.
The way the Utrecht Young Academy has contributed to policy over the past 5 years is about the inner workings of the university and policy towards the outside world. And the prime example of this is the Climate Action Group.
Yes, I had a very tough summer, thinking a lot with myself, and right after summer I brought my concerns to the environment where I felt the safest, my colleagues, and told them I don't see university doing enough on the topic of climate change and its impact on the society. Society is moving forward. And after a lot of discussions, we actually discovered that a lot of us are concerned about this topic and we have to do something. So we collected ideas, we collected support from the other staff and brought it to the board of the university.
It was positively received, but they demanded some more concrete actions for us to propose the university to do. And this concrete plan was presented in a pledge at the Pathways to Sustainability conference.
We asked the university, and we say it ourselves, to declare that there is no doubt that we are in grave danger. That we need We must inform the public with all our means. We cannot stay silent. That we still have work to do across the disciplines. The solutions are not all there, we need to develop them. That we must act right now. And also inside the Utrecht Young Academy, we took this pledge very seriously and spent a sizable deal of our budget on a flagship project which became the Klimaat Help Desk. This is a platform where the questions from the public are answered by the experts and have succeeded in bringing together 250 experts in answering all sorts of questions from humanities, ethics to physical sciences on the topics related to the impact of climate change. For me, the OYA method is
an inherent and contagious curiosity amongst its members,
an ethically bounded journey filled with passion, inspiration, and openness.
To engage, be ambitious,
a desire for collaboration and collegiality,
go big, and work across disciplines,
and a drive to become change makers in our society.
That it doesn't matter how crazy your idea is, there are always people who cannot wait to make it happen.
To find common grounds across disciplines and collaborate.
And to me, OYA was the first time I had the opportunity to actually step away from my day-to-day research and think about academia in the larger context and why we work the way we do at a university.
To me, the OYA method is to step out of your comfort zone to enrich your own and others' research, teaching and impact.
Sparking a lively and open discussion with your colleagues. To turn a problem upside down and inside out, then come up with a creative solution and actually make it happen.
A multidisciplinary approach in which the whole is greater than the sum of its parts.
It opened my eyes and was hugely inspirational. And what I learned at OYA, I now take back to the way, for example, I do my public engagement.
It's been an absolute pleasure to be part of this group.
I'm so thankful for these fantastic 5 years I've had.
It has truly been a lifetime experience.